younger people are getting cancer these days. Wow. The doctor was like, oh, there's been high rise of colon cancer. We have to you have to do this test because things are happening. Younger people are. Hi guys. It's so weird coming here and trying to like, I don't really do sit down videos ever since I shifted my main channel to creating Chinese related content, that's Omi TV content. I just have only done vlogs. So this is my second channel and this is like my spam channel where I try to be as vulnerable as possible. So today I just wanted to let you guys know where I have been. It's been 6 months since I posted a last video on my channel, and I didn't expect 6 months to go so fast. The last video I posted before I just posted my new apartment was my birthday vlog, and that was in November 2025, and we are in June. Today is June 17th, 2026. That's how much time flies. And yeah, a lot of things had changed, so I just came on here. This video, I do not want to make it a cut and join video. I want it to be as raw as possible. Why I just decided to just sit down and talk to you guys. So it might be a little bit lengthy, but I want you guys to listen to everything I have to say because somebody might learn. I'm still in the process of setting up my apartment. As you guys can see, I am sitting down with you in my new apartment. Yes, we are doing this video in my new apartment. If I keep looking down, sorry you guys, I'm trying to make sure that the mic light is on just so the video is not completely muted. So I'm sitting down and I'm talking to you guys in my new apartment, and yeah, a lot of things has changed. So I'm going to start from January 2026 and up until where we are now. So in January 2026, I did a vision board with my sister. We created our 2026 vision board, and just because of I can, out of free will, I added to own my own apartment in the vision board. But owning my own apartment was something I was working towards for 2027 or ending of this year. I plan to start the house hunting ending of this year and officially move in 2027. So that's why I added to own an apartment in my vision board. So in the place I currently stay in is a company accommodation. My work came with an accommodation. Moving into Lagos as a young girl, officially coming here in 2024 when I was just 21, I made sure that I negotiated with company provided accommodation because my work had accommodation. You know, most times the companies provided accommodation for me because of the kind of job I did, because they always need me like 247, 247. Yeah, so I negotiated accommodation for this new company that I moved to in 2025, which was fair enough, but something happened along the line. So I have stayed in the company accommodation until 2026 this year in January. That was 1 year. So eventually, the company decided to move, and when they are moving, change locations, they did not have the opportunity to also have a space that would accommodate me. So they told me that, they wouldn't be able to keep providing accommodation and I needed to take it up from here. And as of then, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, no problem. This is real adulting things. I had a conversation with my mom, my sisters, my dad, my parents, my family. I told them how everything happened. And they were like, yeah, this is a challenge. This is something that, came impromptu, but thank God for provision of resources whereby you can be able to, take this up on yourself and yeah, start the house hunting process. So I started the house hunting process in March. Was it in March? Because no, actually, I said it officially in April. I said officially in April. So I said officially in April. We went. Because I was looking for this place for myself, but my other sister will be moving in later on. So she followed me throughout the house hunting process. So we officially started the house hunting process in April. Reached out to a lot of agents to join their agencies. I got duped. Yeah, an agent took my money. I registered with them and he stopped replying me. So it was a lot. I got duped. I registered with up to like 5 different agencies, which was money. I registered with them. My sister was quite supportive during the journey. I had to leave office during office time with work while I was working, going out to see agents. Sometimes the place I have to go see a house is like 40 minutes away from the office. I had to do that during the office time. I had to still come back, meet up to my tasks, make sure I meet up to my targets during the week. It was a lot. It was a lot of pressure on me. Eventually, you guys, sometime at the ending of April, I started having health challenges. So I started having abdominal pain. It became like it was just a crazy, like just suddenly my abdomen started hurting me, and I had like a big navel growing up. So my parents were like, oh, maybe it's like your navel that is disturbing you. They told me to go and deworm. I dewormed. I did everything but no avail. I had to go to hospital. I did a lot of scan, you guys. I did an abdominal scan. I did a transvaginal scan. I did so many things. Like this might be like TMI or whatever. I did so many scans. Yeah, didn't find anything. I from seeing the gynecologist to seeing the general doctor, from seeing the general doctor to refer me to gastroenterologist, from gastroenterologist referring me to, oh my god, you guys, I went through so many hospital procedure. Like this hospital couldn't find what was wrong with me. They transferred me to another hospital. Oh, you guys, it was a lot. And this was while I was still house hunting. You guys, this was while I was still house hunting. I was on painkillers. They couldn't give me paracetamol, so they gave me another painkiller. I've forgotten the name of the painkiller. They gave it to me, and I took this painkiller morning, afternoon, and night. I was subduing the pain, subduing the pain, subduing the pain. It got to a point while I was still house hunting that my stomach was hurting so bad. I couldn't eat anything. I went on a plain diet. I wasn't eating, and I was just eating only white yam, white rice, white potato. So I eventually it kept going on, going on. I was in pains. Sometimes when I sleep, the pain is gone. The moment I open my eyes, you guys, the pain starts like it was like I'm going crazy. Sometimes I didn't know what was wrong. I would go to the and I was having serious diarrhea with these pains. Like the pain came with diarrhea. Whenever it starts hurting, I would be on like I would have to go to the toilet. It was just a whole lot. So eventually, I went to the hospital and I saw my gastroenterologist. She referred me to go get a colonoscopy done, and getting a colonoscopy done was like something I never saw. Like nobody in my family has ever done like such an invasive, procedure like that, or like nobody in my family has ever done anything serious, like health serious or anything. So like having me doing all these things were just like a lot. And oh, before I did the colonoscopy, I had secured this apartment. It was just on a random day, and my sister came to view this apartment, and then yeah, the caretaker in charge was like, oh, I like you. I think you're going to have this house. The landlord just wants somebody, a single girl. He doesn't want a man and everything. It was just so random. And that same day, the following day, I went to see the landlord. And yeah, the landlord interviewed me, asked me some questions. From there, he gave me the account details. You guys, the following day, I secured this house. Like it just happened. It was just so random. This place met all my requirements. I wanted to live in a very quiet environment because growing up, we lived in government house. Like all the first apartment we lived was like a place that was inside a street, and the second apartment we moved to was in government house in a very residential area, electricity, water, like everything. So I just needed to keep up that same, thing. I just couldn't stay in a place that I wasn't used to. Like Lagos is noisy, hectic. I needed to come back home and have peace and not still go through the whole noise. So I eventually did what I wanted to do, made the payment, and boom, it was just like immediately after I made the payment and everything, that was when God just not like God, like unfortunately, the pains became severe. They scheduled me for a colonoscopy, and I had to do a colonoscopy prep. So this was happening in May when they had the 2 day Salah festival. I had to move to my uncle's place for preparation for this procedure. So they gave me like a solution, a water solution that I was going to take, and this was going to make me have serious diarrhea. So they were washing all my colons. If you do not know what a colonoscopy is a procedure whereby they use an endoscope, a tiny endoscope, and insert it from your back in order to view your colons and see if there's any abnormality, growth, polyp, or anything. So that's what colonoscopy is. And to be able to do that, they need your colon to be clean. So they do not want anything. You don't have to eat, you don't have to do anything. They have to flush your colon. So they gave me something to flush my colon. I did not expect expect to have cramps. I did not expect to poop as much as I did. It was crazy. You guys, I started taking the solution by 4 a.m. and oh God, the throughout this journey, I'm just so thankful that I didn't do this alone. Like my family were behind me throughout this process. Like it was such my mom would call me every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes. I got so annoyed. Like, I got so frustrated. I was overwhelmed with her because I had to tell her, please, can you stop calling me? My procedure was for Tuesday. I started taking it on Monday, in the morning. So I had to take from 7 a.m., and take another 7 a.m. in the night. So I started taking it by like 5 a.m. I woke up by 5 a.m. and started taking it. And you guys, it was so bitter, like it was so weird. So I kept sipping it up until I said by 5. I sipped it up until 11 a.m. You guys. And then my stomach was so full because I wasn't allowed to eat anything. I was only allowed to drink pap and liquid stuff. And my stomach was so full from the solution because it's water. Then I started having diarrhea. It was crazy. You guys, I was in the toilet. I didn't dare leave the toilet like 5 inches away from the toilet. No. This thing happened for like 24, 48 hours because the following day I had to do it again before I went for the procedure. My procedure was for 10 a.m. The following day, my sister went with me to the hospital. I did the colonoscopy. I was given anesthesia, but I was given like 1 milligram. It wasn't like anything, like they just gave me 1 milligram. So just to calm me down during the process, not to feel the pain so much, to calm my body and everything. You guys, I wasn't calm. That shit was so painful. I was feeling everything. I know the funny thing with Nigerian healthcare system is that we do not have access to enough, stuffs like that would help. Like abroad for colonoscopy, you will not be awake. So, but we don't have enough access. They don't make it that severe for us to like go under. You have to be awake during the procedure, but it's just that you would not be so awake. So they gave me 1 milligram. It wasn't shit. I could still feel it. Oh my god, I could feel when it was going around my tummy because they have to like curve it, insert it into your intestine. Oh my god, it was crazy. Like I could feel everything. It was so painful. I was like, can we just take a break? The doctor had to add another milligram. So it was just, you know, eventually it lasted for like an hour. And thank God, because the doctor was like, oh, there's been high rise of colon cancer. You have to do this test. Younger people are getting cancer these days. Wow. As God may have it, my results came out clean. I did a follow-up with the doctor, the gastroenterologist, and yeah, she diagnosed me with IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. So my body was rejecting a lot of things I was eating because of a sensitive gut. So there are some things I wasn't able to eat, and especially tomato. I had like a flare up. I didn't know this was before the diagnosis. After my colonoscopy, I had a tomato stew that I cooked. I fried it, and this was when my colon was still empty. I ate this tomato stew. You guys, I almost died. Like, I got down from the bus. My stomach was paining me inside the bus. It was so bad. I got down from the bus. Down the flyover, my stomach was hurting. People gathered me. It was that, but I had to call my sister and I was crying on the phone. Whew, the devil tried to get me so bad. I had to rush to like a random ass government office to go and use their toilets. My body was rejecting everything I was eating. I was in so much pain. That night, the medication that the doctor prescribed for me, I had to go like send my sister. My sisters were looking for that medication that night. My parents were not even aware of what was happening. It was so terrible. But thank God, I am slowly getting better right now. I am slowly incorporating foods. Like last week, I had tomato stew and I was fine. But I just think that was a wrong time to eat it. Although right now I still feel pains, but the pains is not as severe as it was because I'm very, very mindful of what I eat. Although right now I'm beginning to just eat anyhow, but then I haven't drank soda in like throughout this month. I haven't taken soda at all, and I don't think I want to take soda. Even if I would take soda, maybe like once in a month. It's been it's been like a crazy ride. Thank God for life. My life took a turn in March until May. So that 3 months was terrible. you know, it was terrible, but yeah. And some other things that happened, some other things that happened that I would not like to talk about. I'm so excited for this new stage. I'm so excited, you guys, because eventually, like originally, I wanted to get a 2 bedroom, but the rents are crazy. The rents are crazy. I hope people are, because this is such a vulnerable post for me. So I just hope, you know, some people don't see it, but whatever, you know. I'm just so happy because I know that moving forward, I have a place to call my own at 23. You know, life has not really been rosy for me. But whenever people see me, see what I do, see what I post, they don't know what goes on behind closed doors. That's why I say be careful of what you wish. Yeah, you know, the amounts of hard work I've put in my life, the amounts of, you know, intentionality I have made for myself, the bar I have set for myself, the bar I've set for my younger ones, you know, for people that see me and look up to me. So yeah, so that's why I'm just thankful to God that God shows up for me regardless. Former place I was the tiniest cubicle. My clothes can't even, I stopped buying clothes because there wasn't any space there. But now I can have friends over, you know, I can do whatever I want because it's my place. I can, yeah. So I'm just so happy. So yeah, yeah. So this is what I have been up to. This is what my life has been up to, and I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you, God. Thank you for showing up. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope that even if one person or two didn't get something from this video, at least you got the fact that there is always light at the end of the tunnel, and your your days would not always be sad forever, and no matter what you're going through, if you put your mind to it, you can always overcome it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.